welcome back to Star Trek Frontiers. I've got, well, not a correction, just an oversight. I forgot to put a token down on the board when we had the Dominion Starbase show up on this tile, so I just grabbed a random one and put it down there. Now, alright, let's begin. We're still in day 3. We have, I believe, at least 2, maybe 3 turns left. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and just move. We're not going to power this up. We don't have a yellow anyway, or gold, to do so. So we're going to move 2. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get down here and do that. Alright, we're moving 2 right here into the Starbase, or the outpost, I should say, outpost. And for our action, I think we're going to start recruiting some people. We're at +5. So for recruiting, we're at +5. So basically we have +5. So this guy would be like 0 to recruit. And yeah, so, and we can get him. The only one we cannot get at the current outpost is Ducat. But I think we have 2 spots we can recruit to. So we have a total of 3. We can get both of these. We can get 3. So that's 7. We have +5 recruit. So we will recruit both of them. So it means we need basically 2 diplomacy to go ahead and recruit. So we're going to go ahead and play this card for 2 diplomacy. Boom, done. There we go. We have now recruited a medical officer and a Federation officer. And I think we're going to go ahead and possibly, let's see, start using some of these guys. Now the medical officer's got some pretty interesting stuff. Ready a level 1 or 2 crew member. Now, Riker and the Federation officer are both... Oh no, Riker's a level 2 and the Federation officer is level 1. The medical officer is level 1. So, for no use of a crystal or anything, we can just go ahead. Or we can also gain a blue data token. But I think we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So, we've moved and we've recruited. But we can still manipulate or use our crew members, I believe. Alright, what I want to try to do is I want to use Riker right now, and it just says gain 1 red data crystal in your inventory. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to get a red crystal into our inventory. Then we're going to use the medical officer. I think we can do this. I don't know why we can't. Ready a level 1 or 2 crew member. Well, Riker is a level 2, so we'll just ready him. Boom, done. So we basically do not have access to our medical officer until we get to day 4, but we still have our Federation officer and we still have Riker, which is awesome. So I think that's the end of our turn. We have 4 cards in hand, and as you can see, we have a hand limit of 6. So let's go ahead and get into our next turn. Of course, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So of course, we have to discard the 2 cards that we played. And we, like I said, we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 cards in hand. We have a hand limit of 6, so we will be drawing 2 more cards. And we have move, and we have more move. There's all our move cards at the end. And we have 1 card left. Well, that's good. We've got lots of movement that we can possibly use. Because we probably want to do some exploring. The next tile coming up is a core tile. So let's well, we go to the dummy player is what we have to do next. So that was our turn. Over we go to the dummy player. And yes, I've rearranged everything. So dummy player does not have very many cards left. So 1, 2, 3. And it's gold, so we have 1 gold token, so we have to flip 1 extra card. Wow, we still have 1 card left. So we still have basically 1, 2, we still have 3 turns left, and we hardly have any cards. Well, that's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and have our next turn. Alright, we're on to our next turn, and we've got a lot of cards. And I am going to use the blue Explorer, and we're going to power it with a blue die from the core. To give us 4 movement, we're going to move 2 to here, which is now we're in a dry dock, and 2 more we will explore right here. And this is going to be our first red core tile. And, oh, we have a Borg cube. Oh my goodness. All right, and I believe that goes exactly like this. Oh, and we have a Romulan starbase right here, which is actually pretty good. Romulan starbase, and we have a Romulan Marauder. And because we're adjacent to the Romulan starbase, so 2, that was our 4 movement, we can see what this is. And we have a 4 defense disruptor, so we would need 8 defense against these guys. Worth 3 experience. And I believe if you take over Romulan starbase, you get an extra card, I think, if you're on or adjacent to it. But we do now have a yellow Borg cube. Oh boy. So let's oh, we have a Borg sphere as well. And I do believe the Borg spheres, where are they? They show up face up on the board, same as Marauders. Ooh, these are going to be nasty. Wow, 8 experience. It is 7 defense. It's got immunity to regular phasers and photon torpedoes, and it has a 9 photon torpedo attack. Wow. Oh boy. But let's get out the big boy. We have the yellow Borg cube. Oh no, we have encountered the Borg! And no, this is not the Borg cube that comes with the game. This is the one that comes with the game. But this was awesome, and it's got the yes. I know, boys and their toys. So anyway, this is just the Borg cube that I got a while ago. It's, of course, a little prop. But anyway, here we have the yellow Borg cube. The first one we run into is level 5. And I'm not going to try twisting this ridiculous clicks thing. You know what? I don't need to. Boom! There's the Borg cube. Now, if we go adjacent to the Borg cube, we can see what's in here. So, what we have to do for the yellow Borg cube is we have to find the yellow... Oh, there's the yellow card right there. What is going to be a level 5 yellow Borg cube is 2 Borg cube tokens and 1 Romulan starbase token. So that is what's going to be, and this is for every unit that's attached to this Borg cube, they get +1 defense. So 2 Borg cube tokens, which are these ones. We're not going to look at them until we get adjacent. So we have to defeat 2 Borg cube tokens and a Romulan starbase token. I believe it was Romulan starbase, as I'm getting all mixed up here. 2 Borg cubes, a Romulan starbase. Yep. So when we eventually go to attack this guy, that's what's waiting for us. Ooh, that's going to be nasty. We can now either attack the Romulan starbase or this guy, but I have to check my cards and see what it is we can actually do. We've used a blue data from the core already, so I'll have to consult my cards and see if we can actually attack anybody or do anything else at the moment. But of course, I almost forgot, we've explored 1 new tile, so we get 1 experience. We're up to 26. All right, let's see. We can either attack the Romulan starbase, which I had to look at my cards. I don't think that's quite doable. Or we can try to attack the Romulan Marauder. So maybe we'll do that instead. All right, I think we can take out this Romulan Marauder right here. That'll get us some more experience. And we're just going to go ahead and use long range attack 3. We'll use the 1 data crystal that we have available, that we just got from Riker. Power this up, and that gives us long range attack 3. And as you can see, this Marauder has a defense of 3, no specials, and we just blow it up, giving us 3 experience. And another +1 on our diplomacy track, but we're maxed out as it is. Alright, 3 more experience for taking out that Marauder. 1, 2, 3, we're up to 29. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 more experience to level up again. Would be nice. And I do believe that's going to be the end of our turn. And we will be starting off with a white mana token to begin with, because we have we're ending our turn on a dry dock. So let's get end of our turn set up here. and maybe have another one. All right, we have this nasty yellow cube out here, so we have to re-roll this one. All right, we get a white one. That's nice. Discard those cards. We do get a white token for starting here on a dry dock, so I'm just putting that there so I don't forget. We have 4 cards in hand. We can draw up to 6. We only have 1 to draw, so oh boy, more movement. Lots. Well, we might need to move places. We can also do some more exploring this way. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. All right, there we go. That's our cards for our next turn, and now we go over to the dummy player. And dummy player has 1 card left, so boom, that's it. So we have a turn to go. We'll come back to dummy player. He'll declare end of round, and then we have 1 more turn. So bottom line is we have 2 more turns to go for day 3. So let's see what it is we can maybe accomplish. I don't know. Alright, 1 more turn, and I think we are going to go ahead and just use this card, full speed ahead, for move 2. We're not going to power it up, we're not going to do anything with it, because we just want to explore right here. And so by doing that, we grab the next core tile, and we find not the Borg cube. Oh wow, a whole bunch of stuff happening here. This is going to go this way, I believe. So we have a Dominion star-based place there. And we have a red science station, a distress class K planet. I forget, but we're probably not going over that way. I think we're going to take on the Romulan starbase. And when you attack a starbase, you get a -1 on your diplomacy skill. We're at +5, so not too concerned about that. So let's see, these are the cards we have. Improvise, Intimidate, we have Research, and we have another Move. These are all the cards we have left, basically. So we are going to assault the base. So let's go ahead and figure out how we're going to do that. All right, first up, assaulting a starbase knocks us down 1. So now we're at +3. Okay, well, that's okay. I think we can live with that. And we want to use Riker. We're going to use Riker. We are going to use that, the data die that we got from the dry dock, to call it a red, and we're going to power this up. Target enemy does not attack this combat. So we're using that for Riker, so Riker will get used. Awesome. So basically, the enemy doesn't attack us this turn, which is perfect, because then we don't have to worry about any defense. So let's go see what else we're going to do. So we couldn't take him out with long-range attack. We don't have to worry about his attack, because Riker just nerfed it. And now let's see if we can come up with his defense is just basically 4. So let's see if we can take him out. All right, his defense is just 4. And so we are going to play this. We're going to use the white one, calling it a blue, from the data core, which is, we can do that. It says, when you play this card, play another action card with it. Gain the stronger effect of that card for free. If that effect gains you move, diplomacy, shields, or any type of attack, gain +2. All right, so we're playing that for our attack. And then we are going to be playing the stronger effect of Improvise for free, which is down here. Discard another card from your hand to gain Move 5, Diplomacy 5, Attack 5, or Shields 5. We are going to discard our Diplomacy card to do that. And that's going to give us +2 because of this. So we're going to actually have an attack of 7, which is overkill to take out these guys, which are 4. So yeah, 7 easily takes them out. They got no benefits there. So +3 experience for taking over the Romulan starbase. We will put our token on it, and now when we end our turn at a Romulan starbase, we get +1 card into our hand. So our hand limit is 6. It's going to be +7, and you move into it after you beat it up. So now we own the starbase. which means we're going to flip over the Dominion starbase and see what it's all about. Photon torpedoes, a 6 photon torpedo attack. They're immune to photon torpedoes, but not regular attacks, so that's cool. Worth 5 experience. Wow, okay. And we do now get to look at the Borg cube, because we are now adjacent to the Borg cube as well. So let's take a look at the 3 tokens for the yellow Borg cube. And see what's up with that. But let's get our experience first before I forget. And we also did explore another tile. I don't think we took our... Did we take... No, we didn't take our experience for that either. So let's get that organized. Alright, so here we go. We have 3 experience from knocking out these guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, and plus 1 for exploring. We are up to 33 experience. 2 more. We get to level up, which is awesome. And I do believe that's the end of that. Is that the end of our turn? We're going to take a look at the yellow Borg cube level 5 and see what we're up against. Alright, let's reveal the tokens on the Borg cube. We have a Romulan starbase. 7 defense! Wow! But only 3 and 3. So the assimilated Romulans on the cube are not very attack worthy, but man, do they have a lot of defense. Oh my good god. This has got 7 defense against photon torpedoes, a 3 proton attack, 7 experience, disruptors, and this means if you do not block all the damage, I think you lose all your non-attack cards in your hand. Remember, these guys are all plus 1 defense as well, so this is an 8 defense, 8 defense. And the other Borg cube, pretty much immune to everything. 7 defense, holy jumping, and 6 attack, 8 experience. So that's what we're up against for the yellow Borg cube. Ooh, and we have to destroy the cube ones first, the space ones, before we can send an away team down to try to deal with these guys. Oh my god, that is pretty nasty. Okay, I do believe that's the end of the turn. So let's clean up for end of turn. Alright, we're cleaning up end of turn. That was the token we got for starting our turn at the dry dock. So we're discarding all of those cards. We need to roll this one that we used from the data core. And we get another white one. So that's pretty cool for our next turn. Now we have 1 card left. We have 1 card left. So we might actually want to move, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Because we probably want to start off at a more beneficial place. Although we do get a plus 1 card for being there. But if we move to here, we would get a white token to start our turn, plus a card as well. So have to think about that. Okay, over to the dummy player, because we have no cards to draw. And speaking of no cards to draw, the dummy player has no cards. He declares end of round, which means we have 1 turn remaining and 1 turn only. So let's get to it. But because we're pretty much at the 20-minute mark and I'm going to have to do all the end of round activities, I am going to save that for the next episode. So basically, when we come back next time, this is the only card we have in our hand. We only have 1 turn left. We have 1 card left. We could power it up to give us move 4. Probably will do that. Then it will be end of round. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Star Trek Frontiers. We are doing the solo conquest. We have found our first Borg cube. It looks nasty. And we got the next one we find is a level 8. Oh boy. So thanks so much for watching along. Hope to see you next time for the continuation.